A lot to think about when planning for retirement. Whether you are early in your career or close to retirement, you're going to have some questions about what are the best ways to invest. And to help you, we've got Jonathan McCoy of Market Advisory Group in studio today to give you some insight. Jonathan, you've been here for a while now, and I'm sure you get your share of questions from people when they see you out. What are some of the most common questions that you get asked as a financial advisor?
Well, certainly there's a lot of common concerns, especially around retirement. When do we take Social Security? How much are we going to owe in taxes? So on and so forth. But I think the biggest sort of overriding question is, do we have enough to retire? Have we saved enough? Do I need to keep working? How much longer do I need to keep working? All the things that go along with it. So, you know, there's no simple answer, unfortunately, to telling people, do you have enough money or not? But we've got to go through a bit of a process, figure out how much money do you plan to live on? How much money are you going to be spending each month, each year? Do you want to travel? Are you going to be buying a vacation home? All these different things. Are you going to be upsizing or downsizing your home? All these changes. So ultimately, it comes down to what is your budget when you're asking, do I have enough to retire? You think about Social Security as a pretty significant asset, but beyond that, in your retirement funds, then we start to look into the tax side. How do our tax advisors get involved in making sure that you hold on to as much of that money as possible and keep Uncle Sam at an arm's reach?
That's right. Now, you've been the face of Market Advisory Group here, so people obviously know you. But how many members are on your team over there at the shop, and then what are some of the things that they do?
Well, believe it or not, we actually have over 60 employees in the entire company, and that's across multiple departments. So we have Market Advisory Group, where we're focused on asset management, transition of assets into retirement accounts that you can draw down safely throughout your retirement. And we have customer care specialists, folks who are specifically tuned to making sure that that transition from your 401k to IRAs or Roth IRAs and things go smoothly. Our tax team is actually the largest portion of our employment. Those folks are CPAs and enrolled filing agents that are here to not just help prepare tax returns, but also plan ahead for the future in taxes, especially when required minimum distributions kick in. And once again, it boils down to how much is Uncle Sam going to have to say about how much of your money you keep. We have an estate planning team through Idleman Law Firm and their support staff. So trust, wills, powers of attorney, all documentation needs to go into place to make sure that the state doesn't put your family or your assets through probate. And then we have Market Medicare Advisors, which is another growing team on our staff that is designed to make sure you have the right health insurance, very simply put. And that transition from employer-sponsored health insurance to Medicare can be pretty tricky sometimes.
Yeah, quite a diverse spread of professionals there in your organization that can take care of several different needs of people. Talk about the level of communication that you guys have with your clients. What can they expect in terms of that when they start doing business with you?
Yeah, so our initial recommendation is actually setting up roughly quarterly reviews. Now, some folks say, well, I don't need to come in every 3 months, but especially for the first year to 2 years, as we're getting attuned to our clients, especially new clients' situation, adjusting to their budget, making sure they've got enough cash on hand for those unexpected expenses. Those quarterly reviews are very helpful, but then beyond the first year to 2 years, once every 6 months or so, we expect a sit-down in-person meeting, especially to focus on tax planning. Believe it or not, even as a financial advisor, probably 70–80% of our conversation is about the tax management side, because those rules are changing all the time.
And then how's the best way that people can get in touch with you guys?
Just give us a call. You can show up at any one of our offices around the metro. We have offices in Prairie Village, Independence, up near Parkville. But give us a call at 816-548-2000 and talk to any of our specialists over the phone. They can answer some of your questions or get you directly in contact with myself. Answer some questions over the phone and determine, is now the right time for us to sit down and have that complimentary consultation.
Okay, and speaking of which, if you want to schedule one of those complimentary consultations and submit your question, all you have to do, visit AskOurAdvisor.com or call 816-548-2000. They'll take your questions, even meet with you one-on-one. It's all free of charge. If you include your address, Market Advisory Group will send you a free gift.